No, he will hit the field with an awesome tree animation. Beautiful. And now we will play Niv-Fires of Reborn. Pretty strong turn. I have to say. Pretty balanced stuff. Hello everyone, I am back. This time, there is no real reason why I was missing for such a long time again. Except that I didn't really felt like playing Magic, you know. Yeah, I was waiting for Ikoria to drop. A lot of great news announced from Wizard. Real player drafting, for example. Some more awesome historic and cards are coming with another anthology drop. Some mobile development, or no? Was there some mobile announcement? I think there was. Actually, that's really awesome as well. I'm looking forward to playing Magic on the toilet with my mobile phone. Trying to read some cards and trying to play some stuff. I cannot really imagine that to work, but yeah. Let's not talk about me sitting on the toilet. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I want to say thank you. We're almost at 500 subs. Don't forget, I'm doing a giveaway on some of these FNM card styles because I have some extra codes. And I will give them away as soon as we reach 500 subs. So make sure to smash that like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Help me out. As a new creator, I want to hit my goal of 500 subs now. And yeah, you would be a great help if you smash that subscribe button if you're new here. Hello. Thanks for joining in. And we will look at an awesome deck I discovered on EtherHub. The creator is covertgoblue, and I'm not gonna rip off his deck. He actually built the whole deck. He didn't inspire this. I just took the deck, and I want to play with it. Yeah. So I'm gonna link his original deck list down below, as well as mine. I changed one card because I feel Golos is not that great of a card to include it 3 times. But nonetheless, this deck is really awesome, and I want to showcase it, and that's what I'm going to do today. So we are going to jump right into the deck explanation as always, so that you can get a little bit of an understanding how to play this deck if you're a new player. And I want to put a disclaimer out there. Yeah, Ikoria is out. There is a lot of hype. There is a lot of excitement because the new set dropped. But in case you are a free-to-play player, or you are such a degenerate like me and spend like a lot of money on Magic, I would not advise you to actually craft some lists right now. I would advise you to stay calm, relaxed, play your old mono red in ranked. I know it's really fucked up in the brain to do that right now, and it's annoying as hell. But if you wanna get some good and tested decks, I would advise you to wait until the meta settles, the pros break the formula for the new best standard decks, and then you can craft some actually good decks with your wildcards, with your money, if you want to go that route. So yeah, enough brabbling about from me. Let's jump into deck explanation and let's go. Alright everyone, we're in the deck builder, and as you can see, we are running some really balanced Magic cards. One of them is Fires of Invention, and the other ones are Kendriff, Brokos, Golos, and Niv-Mizzet. So the way you want to play this deck... Oh, and also we run the new companion. This is just more of a meme, but it fits really well into the deck, because it can help pay for Niv-Mizzet Reborn, and also Golos' activation, right? Yes. So, really strong synergy there. But yeah, this is basically a Fires deck with Giganta as the companion. And you want to ramp in the first turns. You want to ramp with Grove Spiral and Uro. You want to control the battlefield with Deputy of Detention, Night of Autumn, removing artifacts and enchantments, and Teferi Time Raveler, of course, your favorite Magic card, but it's really strong, so we cannot not run Teferi. We have definitely Clarion here for some form of controlling the board, some board wipe potential, but also gaining back a lot of life with hasted in creatures off of Kendriff's 1 red ability. why we don't even need to haste them, we just have them. The life gain, giving creatures lifelink can be really crucial, so don't forget about that. Yeah, and afterwards you want to drop your fires, and then your 5th turn is insane. You drop Kenrith and Brokos, the Bro of Forever, or you drop Golos and Niv-Mizzet and smack your opponent. There is one last notable thing to talk about, and that is we have a lot of these new triomes here. By the way, awesome art on them, but oh my god, the artwork is insanely good. But the other really nice thing about them is you can cycle them, and with the fire stack you have insane synergy with the cycle lands here, because you don't actually spend your mana, but you can draw some extra cards off of cycling your lands. So there is some big brain synergy for you. Yeah, we want to make the Fires of Avenging Machine go brr, and we will try to do that in the upcoming games. So yeah, stay tuned for the games, and yeah, we will see us in the gameplay right now. Alright, our first opponent is Zard, playing with Sarkhan. I don't know, do we like this? No. We don't really like this hand, so we take the mulligan here. Whew. I mean, this one is keepable. And I think we tossed the fairy here. Or maybe we should have tossed Niv-Mizzet, I don't know. Probably Niv-Mizzet. Let's start off with the Triumph here. Awesome animation right there. And also, I love these alternate artworks. How amazing and beautiful are those? Genius. Genius. They are absolutely amazing. Oh my god. So now my opponent knows what's going to happen here. If he takes Niv-Mizzet, I would find that weird. I think I would take Teferi here, just because I don't like Teferi at all. And he agrees. Teferi's gone. And I will play another Triumph. Watch for the animation. Bam. Awesome. I love those. Alright. What is this? Alright. So my opponent can exile the creature enchantment, and he will make a 2/2. He exiled the Murderous Rider. Alright. I'm not really afraid of my opponent right now, so I think we can play this slow. So let's drop another Triumph. And let's do nothing. If my opponent decides to create more zombies, I can wipe the board with Deafening Clarion. Ooh, rocks are coming down. We will have to discard here. Alright, let's discard the Stomping Ground here. That's really greedy, but you know me, I like to be greedy. The 2/2, alright, another 2/1. Alright, what is missing? White probably. No. Yeah, but it is white, because we have white, blue here. So it's either red or white. We should take red. Let's take a red mana source here. So the question is, do we wipe the board now? I don't think we have to. I would rather get my 5th land drop next turn. So I will draw a card and remove a token here. I think that's the right play. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that, but I would, me personally, I prefer to hit my 5th land drop and play Niv-Mizzet on curve rather than saving like 4 damage. We save 4 damage anyway with this play, and we have seen one more card. And we removed a 2/2 zombie from the board. I mean, that's a problem. Let's get rid of the Growth Spiral. Alright, let's play Deputy of Detention here. And get rid of Croxa here. And I think if he removes the Deputy now, we will have to discard a card, but it will sacrifice itself because it didn't escape the when entering. Does it work like that? I mean, I will try it out. Should I try it out? I don't know. I'm afraid. What do we discard anyway? He can play the other Croxa anyway, so... Can he? He needs how many cards? 5, so he can. No, he cannot. He needs one more. So I think we do not block it just because he cannot play this Croxa here. Ritual of Soot. Alright, now we will see what happens. Yeah, we will have to discard a card, but it will sacrifice itself. Thank God we find a Fabled Passage here. Alright, so... what do we need here? We have blue. Blue here. Red. White. Black, green. So I think if we get a... an island, we should be good to go, right? Yes, we are. So do we drop Niv-Mizzet here or the Wellspring? Our companion, which is an awesome elk. I think we dropped the elk here. Let's be greedy. Let's be greedy again. We can drop Niv-Mizzet next turn anyway. But with the elk, we can drop Niv-Mizzet and potentially even more. Making the Timmy plays. The greedy, greedy plays. I mean, if he escapes... Alright, so he didn't escape. Croxa. He dealt with the elk. And that's alright, we will drop Niv-Mizzet and hope for some cards here. Alright, and we find 3. That's awesome. So we will take all of them. We will drop a Temple Garden. Now my opponent can escape one of the Croxas here. But I don't think that's a big problem. We will discard a Deafening Clarion. And then for fairy time, ravel his Croxa back to his hand. Alright. We saw that coming. We will have to discard a card. We will discard the Deafening Clarion. Alright, what is he going to remove? Probably Teferi here. Yeah, so now we can no longer do what we wanted to do. That's quite bad. Right, so what is the play here? Let's just play Uro first. Alright, we drew another card here. Sadly, we cannot escape Uro. And I think that's it. We will trade here. We'll discard the revealed Carnival Carnage, and we will block here. So now he can escape Croxa again. No, he can't, because he has 2 Croxas in his graveyard. Oh, he can. He just needs to exile 1 Croxa here. So that would be... Oh, now he can. For sure. Escape 1 Croxa again. I mean, pretty resilient deck of my opponent here. I think that's the 3rd or 4th Croxa. So we have to discard here. Alright, let's discard the Carnival Carnage, and actually let's escape Uro here. Let's take some lands out of our graveyard. And the Growth Spiral. And let's start escaping Uro ourselves. We will draw a card, gain 3 life. That is a good card. 1, 2, we only have 2 left, so we'll enter this but tapped. We will block. Yep, we will discard the Deafening Clarion and trade with Croxa. Ooh, what a great pickup for my opponent here. Didn't have to discard anything. And he drew 3 cards. Great. Really, really strong play from him. Next turn he can escape Croxa for sure. We can drop Kendrick here. But we can also escape Uro. But with Kendrick we can revive something. Let's hope that Kendrick survives here. If he does, we can revive Niv-Mizzet and then get some value off of that. If he dies, well, then we are in bad shape. Then we probably shouldn't. So what is this? A new one? So that's another Croxa here. Alright, we will Growth Spiral here. Hopefully pick up a land. No, we don't. Alright, we gambled on that, but Kendrick is still alive. So that will be 2 damage because we will not block that. Another Croxa. He has 4 Croxa. Oh my god. Alright. We are in bad shape, but we didn't draw fires. Our deck didn't function as it's supposed to do. Alright, we will put target creature onto the battlefield. This has to be Niv-Mizzet. We luckily draw 3. That's really good. We will 8 alive here to Deafening Clarion, dealing 3 and giving lifelink. Bam! And now we will strike for 5. He won't block that. Alright, so we gain 5 life here. We removed all the threats. What a miracle turn, actually. That turn was insane. We removed all the threats. Almost all the threats. We drew 3 cards. We have a 6/6 flyer. We have Kenrith. And if my opponent is not careful, we might be able to finish him off. Depending on what he wants to do next turn. If he escapes something, that is going to cost him a lot. I will discard Uro here. Because I really don't want to lose. I won't block that. Now we're down to 6. My opponent is 8 on 18. He needs some blockers now. A lot of them. Because we might be able to escape 2 Uros. And haste them. That will cost 9 mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, if we find a land, that might happen. Oh! That is a really smart play from my opponent. Because, man, he would have been in trouble if we escaped those Uros. Let me tell you, and hasted them. He will escape a Croxa again. And then he will return. Oh, that's pretty sweet. So let's put a creature from our graveyard on the battlefield. That has to be the Deputy. We will exile a Croxer underneath it. And then we will give everything a lifelink. And swing for 11! Bam! What a turn! Kenrith is such a strong card, it's insane. And this deck, I mean, it's supposed to work with Fires of Invention and cheating on mana. But actually we didn't even need that. This deck just destroyed without the cheating of mana and without Fires of Invention. So I'm pretty curious to what this deck can do with that synergy. So let's try and get a game with that. Alright, our next opponent is Neo K. He's playing with the same Planeswalker as I do. Alright, I don't know if I like this hand or not. We don't really have ramp, we don't have fires. I think I will risk a mulligan here. We have the fires. Now we are lacking some ramp again. We have a really slow start with the lands. Let's toss away the Deputy here. Or actually, let's toss away something that costs more. Like Golos, for example. We will start off with a tri-land here. Now we hopefully draw some lands, otherwise this will be a very quick one. Lost because of a greedy starting hand. And there it is, we find a land. So let's continue then. Luckily we find some lands, that's really good. And yeah, Magic is just a really easy game if you draw what you need at the right time. So we draw land at the right time, we have Niv-Fires, we have Fires of Invention. Yeah, we are looking pretty good. I will have to say we're looking pretty good. My opponent is playing nothing. Alright, blue-white. We can drop the fairy. So we will do that. We will try to do that if he counters the fairy. And then, yeah, we will just accept that. Oh! Sweet! Sweet, sweet, sweet! We will bounce nothing, draw a card. We find another land. That's really good. Yeah, this card looks really interesting. Oh. That card is really strong. Way too strong. Luckily, we have a really broken card in our hand as well. It's called Fires of Invention. We drop it. And we cast this for 0. And we will exile this card. Because this card is crazy strong. And we need to get rid of it. Riel is insane. Luckily, we have the upper hand on my opponent, and next turn will be insane. Oh my god! Stop me! Alright, we will start with the humble Brokos. The apex of power. The apex of forever, actually. My opponent is not resolving the Teferi uptick here. But after that, we will drop the Bro of Forever and a Niv-Mizzet. And that is just insane. Fires essentially doubled our mana with all the right colors. Please let me play this. Please let me play this hand. Alright. So, the Bro will hit the field here. Or he will get countered. We don't know. No, he will hit the field with an awesome tree animation. Beautiful. And now we will play Niv-Mizzet Reborn. Pretty strong turn. I have to say. Pretty balanced. Pretty balanced stuff. Yeah. We draw 4 cards. Dropped 12 power on the field. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. The Bro Apex of Power has a trample as well. And we can mutate him like on the battlefield. Even when he gets removed, Shark Typhoon gets cycled for 0 there. And the Boon of Wish Guyver gets cycled as well. Alright. I mean, we don't know the deck, my deck, sorry. We don't know the deck my opponent is playing. But we know one thing for sure. This deck is straight up bombing in performance right now. Storm's Wrath. That's a really strong card, but it actually did nothing. Because both of my friends are still here. It removed Teferi and the Deputy, but I don't think that's good enough. I don't think that's good enough at all. Alright. So let's drop another Teferi here for nothing. We will cycle a card. That's fine. That is fine. We will bounce his Riel to his hand anyway, so we are not really concerned here. We'll play another Triumph with the awesome animation, and then we will give everything lifelink and swing! My opponent had enough of the brutal domination of this deck. And yeah, man, this deck is a lot of fun to play. Let's jump into another round. Alright, our next opponent is Kai playing with Fiddlefip. Fiddlefip being one of the strongest opponents you will ever face. I mean, this is kind of a meme hand, but I will keep this. Depending on what my opponent plays, this can be the best hand ever. Oh, great colors for my hand. Oh! What a sexy pickup there. Awesome animation, man. And this artwork is insanely good. And we might be in trouble nonetheless. Because this can escalate really quickly. If we see... I mean, now we might be the luckiest players of all time. Can we play it? No, we can't. We can actually not play the Deafening Clarion here. And I shocked that in, thinking I could play something, but I can't. I'm so stupid, man. I'm such an idiot. Alright, let's get a white source here. I mean, hopefully my opponent has no instance here to react to this. If he has, we have some trouble. We are in some trouble if he has something to react here. Looks like he has something. Protection won't do anything, right? Oh, it will actually save it. Alright. I thought protection only is preventing the targeting of a card. Alright, we need to remove this card. So let's try and drop the fairy. Now there are no instants anymore. And we will return that to his hand. Draw another card. And let's play a Triumph here because we are tapped out anyways. Hopefully the 2 damage we took don't matter here. That would be really sad. So he decides to remove the Time Raveler here. And we will go for the Fires of Invention play here. So let's drop Fires. And let's drop Niv-Mizzet for the alternate casting cost. I think that's a stronger play than Deafening Clarion because he might be able to protect it and then buff it up and then kill us next turn. So this way we at least guarantee to have a blocker that he needs to bypass here or overpower to actually have a chance of killing us. And this will be the deciding turn for my opponent. He missed Feather, sadly. Otherwise, I think this deck is really strong. And look at that. He might be able to kill us here anyway. Because if he gives it protection from any color, we're dead. But this deck pulls through. Awesome games. Man, I love this deck. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this deck and if you have the cards, please play with it. It's a ton of fun. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We are almost at 500. I love that. And we will see us with some more videos coming up in the next days. So stay tuned for that. And have a good day.